Republic looking to extend the unbeaten streak to 5, and a struggling Portland Timbers 2 side comes to California seeking their first win on the season. Tonight's contest is brought to you by UC Davis Health. I'm Rob McAllister, and with me is former Timbers defender Kevin Goldthwait. Well, Sacramento falling into form as Republic's defending has been top-notch, and the scoring starting to pick up as well. Kevin, what has gone right in the unbeaten streak for Republic, and what do you hope to see here tonight?
What's gone right, Rob, is that we have guys finally stepping up all over the pitch for Sacramento. We got Rafa Diaz playing wonderfully, making saves he needs to keep his team in the match, like we saw last week against Reno. Villian Bijev also finally coming into his form this season with a goal and an assist last week in that unbeaten streak. And then finally you got the 50-goal man, Cam Iwasa, getting on the score sheet for that number 50 also last week. So the guys from front to back are really stepping up and coming together. And I think if you got a full 90-minute shift from the guys today, 3 points has to be theirs.
They're at the top of Group A with 15 points, tied with Reno. They look to get win number 8 in the all-time series against Portland. It's the Timbers 2, it's Sacramento Republic, and it's coming up next.
This is the look of a 12-year-old cancer survivor. A boy who spent a quarter of his life fighting to get a chance at the rest. A boy whose cancer took his knee, but we gave him back the use of his leg. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health offers primary care and specialty care across 17 convenient locations. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
This is why we do these things. This is why we partner with great organizations like Electrify America, like Sac to Zero. It's awesome. You know, there's no better way than doing it together.
Toyota's summer sales event is on now, and the open road is open again because the best deals of the year on new and certified used Toyotas are finally here. Hurry in for 0% APR financing on every new Camry and Corolla in stock, including hybrids. Or choose a hard-working Tundra, sporty CHR, and many more. The time is now to hit the open road in your Toyota at the Toyota Summer Sales Event. Now open. Toyota.
Matchup of the evening, and got a couple players here that can make a real big impact on tonight's contest, Kevin. And for Sacramento, a man who's been brilliant against Tacoma, that is at least Derek Formella, 2 braces on the year.
Yeah, cannot miss against Tacoma. Let's see if he can come out here against another Pacific Northwest opponent and get a goal here tonight.
And for the Portland Timbers, too, going to go to a 21-year-old out of Valencia, Spain, Jorge Gonzalez. Got a goal against Reno, really starting to come into form.
Yeah, one of the few guys on the Portland squad, the P2 squad, in my opinion, that really looks dangerous in that final third. Got a goal, obviously, last week against Reno. Sacramento, that's the one guy I think, you know, in the chalk talk, these guys are probably making sure they're aware where this guy is at all times here tonight.
Our starting 11 brought to you by Arden Fair, and not a change from a week ago in the win over Tacoma. You have Rodrigo Lopez back in the lineup, which I know you really like, Kevin.
Yeah, love seeing Rodrigo Lopez back in the lineup. The one guy, in my opinion, on this team that can really put the team on its back and thread passes and spread teams out really well.
And for Timbers, too, a couple of changes for them, including the goalkeeper Hunter Solte, the 18-year-old in Alaska, getting his start. Did not start against the Republic in the win a couple of weeks ago, so he's in the lineup. But I know a familiar face for you is Fuddy Danzo.
Footy Danzo, a former teammate of mine back in 2011. Great guys, played all over the world, came back to Portland probably about maybe 10 days ago or so. He's got a match under his belt, but yeah, one guy gonna anchor that defense and be vocal and hopefully keep Sacramento out of the back of the net.
It's a warm summer night in Sacramento. Here we are. It's the Timbers 2 in white. It's the Republic in Old Glory red. Portland heading to the north in the field. Sacramento heading to the south in the field. Just a slight breeze tonight. But other than that, it should be pretty good conditions for both these teams. The Republic overall 15 points, and on the year they're 4-1-3. And for the Timbers too, they are still winless on the year, 0-6-0. And the whistle blows, and here we go from Papa Murphy's Park. First out of play for Sacramento, likely to see that 4-2-3-1 with Bija playing underneath. Really a different look for Sacramento the last couple weeks, and they've looked more attack-minded with Roro behind. It's been a really nice blend from the midfield to the attacking positions. Jordan McCrary trying to make something happen along this right touch line. Kevin Goldthwait, Rob McAllister with you here tonight. And Kevin, when you look at a team and you come and playing against a side in Portland that has yet to win a game this season, how do you try to motivate yourself? You don't want to take this lightly. Yeah,
definitely don't take it lightly. I think the most important thing is to start well here for these guys and put in a full 90-minute shift, so to speak, where you're not letting them get any moments where they're enjoying themselves. You know, put the foot on the throat, so to speak, and really come out here with some conviction and an authority, and hopefully just take the wind and momentum out of their P2's sails here tonight. And I think you should have a pretty good night for Sacramento.
Our UC Davis Health Injury Report brought to you by UC Davis Health reminds you that they're here for you, offering safe and ready care to keep you and your family healthy year-round. And we take a look at some of the players that Sacramento will be without. Obviously, Adam Grinwis out for the rest of the year. Juan Barona is going to be out as well. But Andrew Wheeler-Omino out a couple of weeks, hoping to get him back soon. Before the Timbers 2 here. No injuries reported. However, Kevin, interesting to look, only 5 reserves on this lineup here. So not a lot of bench depth for the Timbers 2. Turnover in the midfield. Now Timbers 2 looking to attack. They played really well in the first 20 minutes against Reno. How it was a 5-2 defeat, but they did look really good. And even Mark Briggs saying they had a chance to go up 2-0 in that game and just couldn't make it happen. Tomas Hilliard Arce is going to concede. This is a deep throw for the Timbers 2, and it'll be along the left side, Aiden Stanley to throw. Vegas getting the start tonight. Here comes Malloy.
Well done by Scundress, got to step out there. Get his head down. Don't. Midfielders running at you on your 18-yard box. It's a good job by Scundress. Get the head down.
And out of play. Let's take a look at your keys to the match here, Kevin.
Yeah, keys to the match here tonight. I think first and foremost is in midfield play. You want to see guys like Rodrigo Lopez, Drew Scundress, see if they can connect with the front core of guys with your, your Kamawasas, your Formellas, and your Bijev. Got to get that connection going early. And I think also the next is going to be finish off the game. It's a full shift here. There's been a couple moments in the Sacramento in the season so far where I think Sacramento's let teams back in the second half. I want to see Sacramento come out here, put in a full 90-minute shift, and really make sure that Portland doesn't enjoy themselves at all. And finally, target. 131 shots a season, 40 of them on target. Sacramento's got to get that number closer to like a 50% ratio in order for them not to be too heavily relied on their back four and keeping the ball out of the net. So those are the keys, and I think they do that tonight. Oh, great ball.
Ball to the right side. Belmar streaking, plays a cross in. Here's an early chance for Sacramento. Formella was the end of that, but a great ball started from Jordan McCrary on that right side to break through the line.
Yeah, and a really well-timed run by Carlton Belmar down on the right side, and a good job by Footy Donzo making his way back, tracking in the right spot on the near post, but also a good run in the box from Formelli. I think he had Kamawasa in the back post as well. So again, numbers in the box, good ball, springing Carlton Belmar, and a decent ball in the box by Belmar.
Like to see numbers there, and for Timbers 2 on the other side, they like to see their 37-year-old recent acquisition out of Gambia Former MLS standout, played with you, I know, in the Timbers, the MLS side, a couple of years ago between 11 and 14, and probably before a line that struggled and has allowed 23 goals on this short season so far. They're probably needing a common presence in the back.
I mean, absolutely. A negative 19 goal differential is not going to get you anywhere anytime soon. But Footy Donzo coming in. That's unlucky by Tomas Hillier Arce right there. It's good work by Portland putting pressure on. But Footy Donzo, really, really athletic player. Great in the air, good pace. He is 37 years old, however, so that's probably, you know, not his strength right now. I think the strength is his ability to read the game, but also he does have that athleticism. And we kind of saw it a minute ago with him tracking back and getting himself in a good position on that near post to be able to block that cross from Carlton Belmar.
Probably could be a great teacher for these young guys as well, for the Timbers too. This ball served in, ball curling in, headed toward goal and just wide, but a very good look. The marking there a little bit suspect for Sacramento, something that Mark Briggs worked on all week. He said he wanted to see better at this, but a good look from Jorge Gonzalez.
Yeah, Jorge Gonzalez does a great job. And that ball does not miss by much, that far post of Rafa Diaz. You need to be able to get your body on the guy a little bit better. There's a bit of separation, looks like, from Asha Paulin right there. And it's a good separation, really, by Jorge Gonzalez getting his arm out. But still, it's got to be a little bit better by the back four, specifically Asha Paulin there, that 1v1 defending. You can't let your mark beat you to the ball like that, and Sacramento pretty lucky here early not to concede.
Breaking the line, Bijet playing it forward for Cameron Iwasa, scored his 50th against Tacoma, looking for one early here. We'll have to peel away as Harold Hansen's able to get back. Formella now, deep into the 18, he'll send it backward to Apollon. Apollon curling ball in. Public wanted to show a little bit more patience. Here's Roro with a shot up just wide. A good look from the seasoned veteran Rodrigo Lopez.
Yeah, well done by Sacramento. Good job building the ball out. Cam Iwasa elects to pull it back, finds Darius Formella back into Asher Paulin. So good patient play. Ball ends up on Roro's right foot and has it go. Not his best stuff right here, Rodrigo, but still strikes the ball pretty well, just gets up on him a little bit.
Well, the hype of Hunter Solte may make you think a little bit about their Hunter. 13 goals allowed in 3 appearances. So it's 4.3 goals against an average. But you got to look at some of the backline. A lot of younger players. They're a little bit older here this evening, what they've typically seen. But both these keeper, also Jake Leaker, they've had a lot of tests come their way in the last couple of games.
I really like seeing the reaction from Rodrigo Lopez too there. Looks pretty disappointed with himself for not finding target. We talked about in the keys to the match. I mean, that's a good opportunity right there to really test Hunter Solte. See what he's all about here tonight. And like we always say, you're not going to score if you're not putting the ball on target.
Yeah, Mark Briggs saying the most important stat to win games they've shown is that it's how many shots you get on target. And while Sacramento leads the USL in 131 shots total, they want to see more of those. Find at least frame. And for Sacramento, that 30% number, it's not going to get it done right now.
Yeah, it's definitely low, and I think, you know, we've talked about it often this year so far where there's been opportunities and chances where we're not challenging goalkeepers, we're not challenging teams to make a save and do something. This footy gets it, plays a little bit too much. But I think it's just calming yourself down as a striker or an attacking player. You've got to think target first and try to, and from there you hopefully get lucky, or then from there you find find that quadrant of the goal, if you will. But first and foremost, I think Briggs and his staff have really been harping on the squad in training sessions this week. Target, target, target. That's your first thought when you're going to pull the trigger in any situation. And you need to get that number closer, like we said, to 50% sort of ratio. And I think if you don't do that, you just start to rely too heavily on your defense or
That doesn't mean taking less shots, though, right?
No. That number needs to be. I think the shot number, we've got 131 shots this first in the league. So great position to be in, but you got to have capitalizing your chances a little bit better than where we are right now.
Quick play here from the Timbers too, and Carlton Belmar really starting to settle in on that right wing. Played really well against Tacoma, and for a guy who's really played up top for most of his career, just making a lot of direct runs. Mark Briggs has him doing some different looks, wants him to see making runs from the outside, staying out wide. But as you saw, perfectly ball served in, gets one of the goals to find Derek Formella for one of the goals against Tacoma just a week ago.
Yeah, and even here, first 5 minutes, he had a great run. Jordan McCurry played him in. He's looking for Derek Formella again. But that's where you want your Carlton Belmar. Good ball connecting here with McCrary.
McCrary, and this one's laid low. Out comes Solte to make a stop just along the 6. good look from Jordan McCrary.
That's a really good ball in by Jordan McCrary. And great seeing the combination play between Carlton Belmar.
Counter from Timbers, too, way deep into the corner. Making the run is Calixtro.
That's well done.
And colliding with Hilliard Arce, gets back up on his feet, side netting. But Gio Calixtro not afraid to take a look at it. 13 shots on the season, does lead the team in shots taken, however, has not found the back of the net quite yet for the youngster.
A bit unlucky there from Tomas Hilliard Arce. I think he defends really well. We see Calixtro here try to just catch him flat-footed. Feet get tangled. I think it's a foul right there on Portland on Calixtro. Tomas Hilliard Arce does a great job, just moves his feet, doesn't dive in. Good patient defending right there.
Really weren't quite sure what we saw from Timbers 2 during that first matchup at Providence Park between these two sides with a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Sacramento. But tonight we're seeing a lot counter. We're seeing some plays that are putting a little bit of pressure on, and they're going to see if they can spring something. Here's Cameron Iwasa along the touchline, plays ball served in, and it's sent away again by Danzo.
Another really good ball into that near post. We saw it a minute ago. Jordan McCrary put a great ball in as Hunter Sulte had to come out and collect it just before their counterattack. But two good balls to the near post here in the last probably 90 seconds. And hopefully the strikers now are starting to get themselves a little more energized to make that near post run, because it's got to be a short, crisp run. If you can clear, get in front of the defender on that near post, you're gonna have a good opportunity.
Now this corner kick, Rodrigo Lopez, first for the night for Sacramento, making a run quickly to near post as Iwasa. This one will go back to Hilliard Arce, and Denzo, too easy of a play. It will be Sacramento's throw here still.
Yeah, it looks like that's a set, a set play right there with Tomas Hilliard Arce. Your big aerial threat kind of peeling off or waiting on that back post, and Lopez trying to find him. Footy Donzo just doing a little bit more than Tomas Hilliard Arce right there.
The footwork of Dark Formella has vastly improved so far this year. He's so comfortable with his back to goal this year, and you can see plays like that. Here's another breaking the line. Roro making a step, and Roro able to keep on his feet for the moment as Aiden Stanley went to ground.
I tell you, that's pretty unlucky by Sacramento right there. Wonderful play, left to right, patient play. Good ball, good entry pass in from Jordan McCreary into Cam Iwasa with a round-the-face run of Roro. Good combination link-up play from Sacramento. I love the patience and the ability to, when they want to go, they're all going at the same time.
Sacramento with 3-1 defeat over Tacoma, picking up their 9th point in 8 days. The best span of the week so far, or sort of the season, I should say, that 1 week span.
Much needed too. 3 games, 9 points, put yourself right back in the mix. Got those wins when they needed them, and put them in a position here now to really, compete with Reno for that #1 seed. I think there's definitely a desire and a need to be that #1 seed, with the Group B being, Phoenix in that squad, in that group. Rob, I think.
Well, San Antonio's playing well. You do not want to have your first match on the road in the playoffs. Working here, Timbers 2 looking for an edge, going to take a shot on the right, and a save by Diaz as a good look coming from Jorge Gonzalez. Again, 2 great looks from the youngster.
Yeah, that's a great job by Portland. Good counterattack and decent defending there by Hayden Sargis, by the way. Does a good job. He's not diving in. He's working his feet. And really your job at that point is don't give that player the far post angle. Take that angle away from him. Give him the near post where your goalkeeper is hopefully going to have your back. And Rafa Diaz does exactly that. You see a good look right here. Well, that ball's going upper corner if Rafa Diaz isn't there, by the way. Good save and good work by both Hayden Sargis and Rafa Diaz.
Hansen will play it back. Diaz has been spectacular. 3 shutouts, allowing just 1 goal in 4 appearances. Here comes the pressure from T2.
Well done again. Good patience. Don't force the ball.
Ball set deep into the corner. Not going to give it a run. It was Cameron Iwasa.
Skundrich too direct. Needs to be more of an angle into that corner flag. Got to find that channel between the 18-yard box and the touchline. Cam conserving his energy on this hot night.
Now giving chase. Republic picking their spots when they want to press.
Well done by.
And that's going to be an easy whistle as Valle just bringing down Rodrigo Lopez.
That's really well done by Tomas Hilliard Arce right there. That's a tough ball to deal with. Waist height, bouncing up. Gets down, gets low, uses his head, and is able to connect with Rodrigo Lopez. The best part about that connection is going forward. So well done by the central defender.
High boot there from Gonzalez. Belmar, he's taken down. Flag goes up. Aiden Stanley.
That's
a little handsy.
That's where you want Carlton Belmar. You want him in that position, going after the EC Mark Briggs right there. Tell him, go quicker. Don't even hesitate. Take that player on. Play to your strengths.
Belmar still has quite a bit of speed. He's 27 years of age now, but man, those first couple of years with Swope Park and Portland, he was fantastic, breaking people off. Nifty move there, but you're right. I mean, I think he had the first step early on, and Stanley just steps in there. But here's Rodrigo Lopez from a pretty good position for Sacramento. 15 minutes in here, no score.
I like this near post right here. If someone makes that run again, just bounce it on the 6.
For Bijab and Camp, just around the half circle there.
Let's go, boys, everything out. Beware this, Max. Beware this, Max. Touch that, Aiden. Touch that.
There's Bijab making the first run. Just a bit too low as that ball clips in from Rodrigo.
Yeah, got to clear the first man there.
Look at this direct ball. Here's Tomas Hilliard Arce trying to get to it. He's going to have to send it backwards, and a missed opportunity from Sacramento. What a wonderful piece of soccer from Rodrigo Lopez.
Yeah, that's your central defender up there trying to take a ball off his chest from a 40-yard rope from Rodrigo. Great ball by Rodrigo Lopez. Love to see if Tomas Hilliard Arce could have brought that ball down.
Here's a Paulin still flying forward. Sacramento has some opportunities here. And maybe just too many touches toward the end there. And a turnover here now. Portland looking to take advantage. Sacramento happy to announce a new program to support local nonprofits with the help of the opponent. 4 targets are placed behind the goal, and if T2 misses a goal and hit tonight, that nonprofit will receive $500. SacRepublicFC.com/on-target if you want to know more about this. But hopefully we see someone tag one of those targets out there behind the north end of the field there, Kev. You think you do it still?
I can miss for sure. I can miss really well.
To miss and hit a target might be a little bit difficult. We'll see how it goes. And the flag comes up. Well, contact there, because you'll see again Aiden Stanley. He's going to get physical with Carlton Belmar on that right side.
Yeah, and Belmar, that's what you want him to do. A bit unlucky. Got 2 guys to deal with, but still, you want him running at those guys. Make them work. Make their night difficult. He's doing a great job here with Aiden Stanley. A good little battle here the last 5 minutes, but a bit unlucky for Carlton Belmar.
Belmar sitting on 42 goals in his USL Championship career. Of course, we saw Cameron Iwasa strike number 50 as a beautifully laid ball from Villian Bijab against Tacoma. And Cam, being humble, just basically saying it's a great accomplishment. It's fun to see that, but he was more excited to see the team pick up the 3 points and finish off an incredible week. But really unselfish play from Bijab, and what made that goal so great was Bijab said he didn't see Cam, he could just hear him, and he knew that he would be in the right place and played it perfectly where he thought Cam would be.
Yeah, I put it right on a platter, obviously, for Cam Iwasa, but really good job by Bijab. He makes a 30, 40-yard run with the ball. You're basically one-on-one, 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and he's got the composure.
Ball sent through here. Tomas Hilliard Arce going to ground, and it pays off. Be a corner kick coming for T2.
But Bijab having the composure right there in that situation to know that Cam Iwasa is behind him and using his ears and be able to listen and think for that quarter of a second, millisecond that he has, and plays the ball perfectly on a platter right into stride. for Kamawasa to tap it in. Really, really class play there by Bijev on the weekend.
Here's Epps, the captain tonight for T2, looking to go to his right foot through traffic. It comes right back to him, and look at this, Asha Pollen.
God, that first step was unreal.
Sprinting forward. To the left side, finding Formella. And look at Bijev. Roro there as well on the far right side of that play.
It's well done. Harold Hansen coming back, tracking back nicely. Breaking up the counterattack. I think there was an opportunity there. Asher Pollen does a great job stepping out. Just maybe takes one touch too many to settle himself in order to find Formella, who's streaking out in front of him, thus giving guys like Footy Danzo an opportunity to track back, as well as Harold Hansen.
Well, you go back to that goal, and it could have been number 50 against Portland a couple weeks ago on August 8th, and that was the strike from Cam that hits off the bar, smacks Jake Leaker in the face, goes back into goal, so did not get it because it was deemed an own goal, but right there sitting on the doorstep. And then Cam also missed a PK that game, and just felt like he really should have had 50, maybe 51 that night. Sacramento came away with the win anyway, but he gets it here at home instead. Tell you what, Belmar doing another really good job. This Stanley Belmar battle so far, the one to watch tonight.
First 20 minutes has been pretty interesting.
You see from Sacramento strikers, they're expected to get back and play. Get some show. Yeah, there's no way that you're going to just sit up top and wait for something to be sent up over the line or through the line. Here's a chance, T2, curling ball. Great strike coming from Aaron Malloy.
Just slices away from the goal. Look, Salvador Villegas maybe on the back post crashing, or maybe, excuse me, Jorge Gonzalez does his best to try to maybe redirect it. A little too much pepper on that ball, though.
Well, here's Nano FC 8. And my prediction is a Republic win 3-0, but it wouldn't be fetch. I think this could be 5-0.
Loved optimism.
Yeah. I mean, this is a team, you know, again, who has given up 23 goals on the year. And Sacramento take advantage. They got 3 against Tacoma a week ago here at home. Epps moving forward. Good defending against Jordan McCrary. He's been spectacular this year, getting his foot in, getting his nose in the butt. People really making it difficult. Here's Oren still, the Oakland native. Went to school in Santa Clara in the South Bay. Getting to start tonight, center back alongside Danzo. Play through the middle. Here's a chance for Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a strike, and it's 1-0. Timbers 2 here in the 23rd minute.
Oh man, just a wonderful turn. Hayden Sargis, too tight. Spins around, great job, and a wonderful finish with absolute authority to that near post on Rafa Diaz. Just thumped it in the back of the net.
Gonzalez with his second goal on the season. Back-to-back games now with a strike. And he's the one we told you to keep an eye on early. And he's had 2 good looks before this one. Makes the 3rd one count as Jorge Gonzalez with a clean strike on it. And not much Rafa Diaz can do. Just the 2nd goal Rafa Diaz has allowed. And now his 5th match in the goal.
That's a pretty good piece of technique right there from Jorge Gonzalez. Really, it starts with that entry pass. And Hayden Sargis, like I said, just playing too tight. There's no reason for him to be diving in and letting someone turn him like that. There's 30 yards away from goal. Stand him up. Keep his back to goal, make him go backwards, no need to dive in. But I tell you what, really good job by Jorge Gonzalez, feeling that pressure and spinning off of it, taking a touch and just hammering it to the far post. Sacramento got to climb a hill here to get themselves back in this game.
And all but the very first match, the team that has scored first in this series has won that match. Can Sacramento reverse the fortunes here? Now down a goal after the 23rd minute strike by Jorge Gonzalez. High boot coming from Roro, but good step here from Bijev. Looking to counter the other way. Formella just onside. Or excuse me, Belmar. Belmar to his right foot, coming back. He's going to send this one across, looking for Formella. Asha Pollen is there instead to Formella's feet. It goes Formella with a turn.
I don't know how much that misses by either. He's got a good job. Bijev's right behind him too. Wouldn't have mind to see a little layoff there. It's much easier for Bijev to strike that thing going towards the goal as opposed to Formella kind of falling away from the goal. But again, good build-up play by Sacramento, getting themselves in that box. Got to find target, Rob. Get a look at this. It's a good first touch there by Formella, just falling away. Take a look right here. Doesn't really even test Solte's goal or come close, but still, I like the effort, like the pace, the cadence that build-up was at.
Sacramento on their front studs here early, had a couple of nice opportunities, not able to convert. It was Jorge Gonzalez who's able to score first in this match. Well, September 2nd, the Donald Club will go on the road to this very Timbers 2 side and head to Portland. It's a Wednesday night matchup. Kickoff is set for 7:30. We'll be on the KQCA My 58, Estrella TV, and ESPN Plus. You can catch Goldie and I on that Wednesday night because that will be the next match. So Republic will have next weekend away from the pitch. So no reason to go and leave it all out on the pitch here this evening. Switching Epps, finding Hansen in stride. Hansen, a very physical right back out of Ontario, California, and Southern California. Skundrich. How does Sacramento respond? Big question looming over this club now after down a goal early. One of the stories and themes that we've talked about over the last couple of weeks was having better possession in the attack. And so far tonight, Republic have done a better job of keeping the ball and getting pretty good looks.
I think they did a great job of being patient in that final third and making good decisions with the ball. I think the big thing now is you got to stay patient, Rob. You can't start forcing things.
The press from Jorge Gonzalez all by himself almost for T2. Turnover by Sacramento. Again, T2 looking to counter. Roro going low and able to cause a bit there. Drew Skundrich, the captain, going out. Here comes the pressure. Finally, the step paying off for a moment anyway. And now Cam will get something on it.
Bit helter-skelter here. Challenge is flying all over the place. But good energy by Sacramento right there with Drew Skundrich, obviously doing what he does best. He's just got that motor that never stops.
Here's your Mark Briggs saying it's too slow. Wants it faster.
A lot of movement here.
Give credit to T2 so far. They've been compact in the midfield.
What a ball. What a ball by
This
Roro.
ball breaking lines. Roro finding Bijev. Now it's to Cam. Iwasa will go back to his right foot, looking for some help. He'll find relief from Roro. Roro dinking this one up over the top. Here's a chance for Skundrich, and contact in the box. And wow, Aiden Stanley may have gotten away with one there as Drew Skundrich goes to ground.
Very, very risky play by Aiden Stanley right there. Great ball in by Roro again. Great weight, great contact on that ball. And Aiden Stanley definitely is using his shoulder, but there's a lot of contact obviously right there. And as a defender in that situation, you're basically pushing all your chips in right there, saying, I'm all in, call a foul. Referee, sir, if you have to, but very dangerous, unfortunate for Sacramento. That could have gone either way, Rob. Too much space. See that space that allows that ball right there, Rob. You got to get players' heads down. Doesn't matter who it is. You can't have 10 yards of space 40 yards out in front of your own goal.
Bit of volley here between two sides. Formella. Skundrich looking to send this across field and does. McCrary's got Belmar to his right. He's got a streaking Iwasa in front of him. But T2 able to get back for the moment. Can Belmar take advantage of Stanley? The size and speed here. Belmar cutting into his left foot. Going to look for some help. Back post. Here's just too high for Derek Formella. Not a bad idea from Carlton Belmar.
Not a bad idea. He just, I think, does everything right there in that situation except that final pass. Great job running at Stanley, making it difficult. Cuts down to his left. Wouldn't mind him see him just make that move, drop a shoulder, go down to the end line, try to get cross in. Elects to come back on that weaker left foot. That's a tough ball to hit, to try to float right over to Formella.
Order online and pick up your SRFC swag curbside. Republic now offering curbside pickup for all team store orders. For more information, visit shop.sacrepublicfc.com. Whistle here, we may have a hydration break any moment. Surprised it didn't come at that moment, but likely to come at the next stoppage of play. McCrary going up for it. This one's along the touchline. Stanley shielding off, and there is the whistle as we come to our Smud hydration break. And while we take a sip, let's take a moment and listen in on training session with head coach Mark Briggs.
It's nice to touch the ball, move it, and then when we get in behind, kill them like we have been doing. Yeah, but you can still manipulate it more and retain it more. Oh, William! It's a great tackle, to be fair. Go on, William. What a ball, son. Go on, William. Come on, William. Yes! See, that's what he does, though, right?
Run his height.
Love the intensity from Mark Briggs. Okay, you're Mark Briggs right now, Kevin Goldthwait. What are you telling your team?
I'll tell you, yeah, keep doing what you're doing that final third. Maybe be a little bit more dynamic and try to make some better runs, more crisp runs. I think there's been good balls in the box. The runs haven't been necessarily there. I think the patience has been there. The possession in the final third's been good. I think it's all motivation for these guys to keep telling them, keep doing what you're doing. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep making runs, and things should happen, and things should end up well if you believe you can. If you believe that can happen.
The goal tonight coming in the 23rd minute. That's Jorge Gonzalez, 2 on the season for that 21-year-old draft pick by LAFC in the 3rd round. And here in Portland, trying to make a name for himself. And a lot of these young guys, and there's been some trials and tribulations. It's unlikely they're going to go winless throughout the entire year. And they're still a dangerous team. A lot of talent on this team. They just got to start figuring things out. They feel pretty confident tonight. And I think the more that they play some of these teams like Sacramento and Reno, they're going to feel more comfortable and not be as intimidated because you're going to see them 4 times over this season.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, too. You know, it's interesting, again, the development of the USL. You know, I think that there's a lot of better players coming up through the league right now. And these games that might be a little bit different, you know, 3-4 years ago, Rob, now it's just, you know, those wins aren't going to come nearly as easy as they did in the past. And these guys, I think, Portland's definitely feeling a little more comfortable after, you know, a couple matches facing Sacramento.
They got a lot of young talent, including this one, Harold Hansen, the 20-year-old, part of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, Golden State, and he's been on the U15, U16, U18 squads. Played the full 90 against Sacramento up at Providence Park. Probably had the only really good look for T2 in that match. It'll be a throw for T2 here. This is T2 squad coming off that 5-2 defeat against Reno in Nevada. But it was the first time the club had scored more than a goal all season long. So a bit of confidence coming into this match, even though it was a 3-goal defeat. And in that match, it was Apps who was able to score, along with Gonzalez. They did respond well. I mean, you're down 5-0 at the half, Kevin. You still come back and able to put 2 into the net. That's a team that doesn't quit.
Yeah, that's a good sign if you're the manager. You got guys that are definitely won't be quitting, going to go out and battle. Doesn't matter what the score is.
Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Sac Republic and then the follow button. And you'll get reminders of the match and in-game updates as well. Not much room to go for Formella. Here's Skundrich finding Roro. Roro's going to lay this one to the right side of the pitch. Finding Belmar here, looking so good these last 2 weeks. Belmar going to cross this one in back post, and it's just a bit heavy. Sails away from Formella.
He's doing a lot of things right. I think that last pass, that last decision isn't the right one. I'd love to see him just whip a ball in hard, you know, chest height and lower, and make it difficult for a defender, or make it, you know, maybe it ends up with one of your players' feet. It just, you got to put it in position where there's good things that can happen. And that, again, Belmar looking to stand the ball up on the back post and just sails out for a goal kick. But do like seeing him again involved in that final third and running at players. That's what he does best.
There's a chance to step, and this ball is laid perfectly along the line from Stanley, and the flag goes up quickly as Gonzalez just a hair offside.
I like that movement from Gonzalez. Just kind of sneaky on the, coming from that right side.
He has a lot of freedom to run. There's no keeping him along that right side of the field here for him.
Roro he's got to find a way to get himself on the ball as much as he can. Just think the field opens up so much more when the ball's. That's a great entry pass and a great ball bounced out.
Formella returning the favor, plug it down. Here's a chance for Sacramento. Saved by Solti as Cameron Iwasa had a quick tap there, and the length and size of Hunter Solti pays off, and it's a corner kick instead of what could be a 1-1 game.
I think it's Hunter Solti, his left leg getting down, does a great job, goalkeeper. Make yourself as big as you possibly can. Good job by Formella on this back post, and just stands this ball up right in the middle of the goal mouth, and a good job by Skundrich to knock it down.
Back here, Cam looking to turn inside that 18. Roro looking to serve this one right back in. Danzo able to get ahead to it. Skundrich lofting it forward, nobody making a run. And this will just skirt out of play and a goal kick for Timbers too. But how about the confidence going from one side of the 18 to the other side of the 18 box?
Great, I mean, Sacramento on their attack. I mean, great job again. You got the guys crashing the back post, so plenty of numbers in the box, and there needs to be somebody there. Formella, for example, does a great, look at that little knockdown header from Skundrich, falling away from the goal. What a save. Cam, I'm even thinking about that one later tonight.
Cam could have 3 more goals against this Portland side.
And it really does it. I think he does a pretty good job. It's just his effort right there was matched and then some by, you know, Hunter Solti coming out. He's a big body. We talked about that earlier.
When you say find frame, don't try to do too much. Cam did everything there that you'd expect him to do.
I think it's just, you know, his effort was matched by Hunter Solti right there. Comes out, and like I said, goalkeeper's job in those situations, make yourself as big as you possibly can. He did that.
And Marcus Epps getting a talking to. They'll set this one back again. Just a hard challenge into Villian Bijev. I don't know how Epps was in the conversation there.
There's a little extracurriculars after this. Epps plays the ball into him, I believe. Decent opportunity here for Sacramento.
It's a bit far out. Looking for maybe Formella on that back end.
I'd love to see him drop the ball right on the penalty spot, maybe in between the penalty spot and the 6.
Is it going to be Skundrich? No, Skundrich will run. It will be Roro. This one's a bit short. Tipped it just on that back heel from Hayden Sargis.
Decent idea by Hayden Sargis right there. Looked like he might have had Bijev kind of looping around in that near post. Good effort there by Gio Klickstrom. Well done by Tomas Hilliard Arce right there to earn the throw in.
Roro turnover, rare to see that, but Epps finding it to the middle of the park. It'll go Aguiano.
Skundrich, great step. couple times we've seen Portland come off this left side onto their right foot, right around the 18-yard box. Need to figure out a way to Skundrich and or Roro to put some pressure on those midfielders and the attacking players in those situations.
Nobody picking up Sarge. Is he going to deliver this ball with his left foot, finding Belmar on the touchline? How many 18-year-olds can do something like that? Belmar looking to cut this one in. He's going to find relief with Jordan McCrary. And they'll try it again and send this all the way back around. Sargis again. Maybe a little too risky at the moment. Now a counter likely coming here from the Timbers too.
That's the patience I think you want to see from Hayden Sargis.
Epps a bit too heavy and turns it right back over. Roro, no, Skundrich now stepping into the mix. Aegis. Epps finding Gonzalez. Spread out wide to Hansen. Hansen in the 18. Looking to cut this one back. Gio Calixto and a save by Rafa Diaz. Coming up big again as he goes to ground.
That's an open look right on the probably about 8 yards, 12 yards out. Rafa Diaz answers the call and a bad giveaway here again on top of the 18-yard box. Pressure's still on.
Villegas able to find a teammate, Calixto. This one's lofted. And Asha Paulin selling out here. Hansen battling with William Bijev. Couple of dangerous turnovers here, Kevin, for Sacramento.
Go.
Roro looking for some help. He'll find Formella just a bit behind him. He now looks to play it forward to Bijev. Bijev in trouble. Turning forward, nobody there. Now Bijev giving chase again after the turnover.
Bijev, I think there doesn't have the awareness. He's got some bodies around him, Portland bodies, that he didn't really anticipate. Great little dummy right there.
And Epps just lofting this one back. Still time here in this first half. Sacramento down a goal on Jorge Gonzalez. He's able to find some magic in the 23rd. A beautiful strike for his second on the season.
I got Briggs, I think, shot right. He's got a little flop. He wants Bijev and Formella most likely to change spots, get Formella underneath Kamawasa and get Bijev out wide. I think that's probably coming from that giveaway from Bijev a second ago where he doesn't have the awareness around him. Maybe Briggs has seen enough.
Mark Briggs wants to keep it moving. Had the better possession tonight. McCrary's just going to go for it, back post. Crashing was Iwasa. Here's a follow-up. Bijev can't collect it underneath his feet, and it's sent out of play.
That's tough. It's a tough one coming at you, pretty spicy. And Bijev's trying to on a first touch outside of the right foot. Ball just slides away from him a little bit. He does make that touch. I like the front studs movement right there. Thinking positively, Bijev is, and unlucky with his touch.
Roro.
I can watch him do that all day, Rob.
He's had several tonight. Two-man game between Belmar and McCrary here. Looking for runs. Skundrich finding some space. Roro cutting back in, so calm, even with defense in front of him. Belmar, back post, crashing. Here's a chance for Sacramento. Can they get this back down on the 6? Here is Bijev, and it just went side netting and may have last touched. Portland Timbers to another corner kick for Sacramento here late in this first half, and sets up a pretty good opportunity. We've seen good looks from Sacramento, just not able to convert them yet.
A great patience. Ball ends up at Belmar's feet. Good ball in the back post. Bijev getting up, finds the second one. That quick little strike. Looks like there's a save by Hunter Solte.
Short corner, back to Roro. Roro lofting this one in. Here's a chance, and it's punched away by Solte.
What?
And the whistle comes in.
Is it called offside?
Maybe offside by Hilliard Arce.
Don't necessarily agree with that one. We'll let it go. It is what it is.
During this pandemic, our community is being faced with challenges everywhere we turn, and with the recent wildfires leaving thousands across our state now without homes, affecting already stressed community, it's even more important that we lean on each other. Of course, it takes a republic, and together We continue to give help and hope. Donate to the Red Cross today, redcross.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to support the wildfire relief efforts. It's absolutely devastating to see what's happening across Northern California this past week, filling our skies with smoke and so many displaced. Belmar.
Step up, boy! Give up. Tell your man. Go, step up.
Roro's got plenty of space. T2 giving him all the room that he wants.
He's got to stay patient with the ball, too. Go at it.
Belmar tripped up by Aiden Stanley. This ball's lofted on a streaking Epps, who's coming to meet it. With his right foot, able to bring it down. 3 Republic jerseys coming to meet him, and going down to ground. Jordan McCrary able to break it up.
Good tackle, Jordan McCrary. Well done by T2. Breaking the line, winning the ball in their own defensive third, end up with a corner kick.
We're going to see 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's brought to you by Really Something Extra Rewards program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Knapp's going to take his time. Roro is going to have to come out. Here's a chance, and not much there, but Danzo wanted maybe a hold or something. They're not going to get it, and Rafa Diaz will take it out.
Lots of grabbing. I think Danzo's grabbing. Everyone's grabbing there. He's on. Go.
Roro placing it right in front of Belmar. Here's Iwasa making a turn. It's got to be quicker.
Got to be quicker. You're exactly right. That allows the defender to get back in those situations, Rob.
And we may now see yellow for Rodrigo Lopez for the late challenge on Salvador Valles.
I mean, Belmar, he gets that ball. He just looks like he's still in between 2 minds or taking his time with his decision. It's got to be done with urgency, especially in the final third. You know, you're 20 yards out. Here's a look at the yellow card. It's a decent foul to slow things down. Unfortunately for Rodrigo, though, he's picking up a yellow card.
Sacramento, so far with possession, they've had opportunities. Great save by Solte, able to get that left leg out, stop what could have been Cameron Iwasa's 51st USL goal. Instead, it's a 1-0 advantage still for Portland here late in the first half. And elbow coming up and hitting for Mella. It'll be a free kick coming for Sacramento. Roro trying to quickly restart this.
On the ball again, Roro. There you go.
Not much pressure on Roro, so
he's playing pretty deep, though, Rob. I think, you know, Portland's probably thinking if he's going to come up another 10 yards or so, then I think it's much more dangerous. But he's doing a great job, Roro, is finding his space. As the whistle here is blown for the half, but doing a great job finding space and then switching the ball, using the widths of the field and spreading Portland out.
So Sacramento had some looks. Carlton Belmar with a few of his own, but it is the T2 coming all the way from Portland to score the game's first goal, and they lead now heading to the break. 1-0 here in Sacramento. Halftime show coming up next.
What are you watching? What are you watching?
Only the funniest channel on TV.
What does that mean?
It means the best comedies live here.
No way! What show? It's a whole channel.
And do you know what it's called?
My
56.
Or is it 54?
No. It's My 58.
Yeah, I knew it. You have no idea how funny this is.
All of the best comedies are right here on
My
58.
This is the look of a 12-year-old cancer survivor. A boy who spent a quarter of his life fighting to get a chance at the rest. A boy whose cancer took his knee, but we gave him back the use of his leg. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health offers primary care and specialty care across 17 convenient locations. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
Staying at home can take its toll. But weeknights starting at 5, you can hang out with some of the funniest shows on TV.
Seriously? You better believe it.
All the crazy characters.
I'm not insane. My mother had me tested.
All the relatable moments.
You're still rocking the sweats?
Every day this week.
And of course, all the laughs. Stay home with TV's best comedies. Weeknights starting at 5. It's not just stay at home funny, it's My 58 funny.
UC Davis Health at the break here. The Timbers 2, the team without a win yet on the season, has a 1-goal advantage over the home side Republic here on this warm evening in August. Well, last match, Cameron Wassa reached yet another career milestone as he notched his 50th U.S. career goal, as well as his 100th appearance in that very same match. Roll, playing it forward. Look at this. Bijev on the run, breaking Rogers down. Rogers holding. Bijev able to score to 30. Wassa, and there it is! Number 50 for Cameron Wassa.
Something I'm definitely proud of. It's a big accomplishment, and despite the fact that there weren't fans there, it was still very special for it to happen at our home stadium.
I mean, it's a huge accomplishment, and just for me to be there and be able to assist and partake in it was awesome as well. I was just really happy to be a part of it.
You know, goals are hard to come by. They're the hardest thing to come by, and that's why we love this game so much, because it's precious. These are precious moments, and to have 50 of those, you know, very few can say that. And so, you know, it speaks to Cam's ability, it speaks to his durability, and we hope he scores another 50.
The thing that has been the coolest for me is, you know, I obviously am proud of it and stuff, but everyone else is really excited for me. And to me, that's the coolest thing, is how much my teammates and the fans are kind of sharing in the accomplishment with me.
Sweet. What's the next milestone?
100, I guess.
And there it is! Number 50 for Cameron Wassa. The Sacramento kid joins some of the all-time greats in USL history with that goal.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Soccer Champus, the U.S. Soccer has recently instituted the Play On campaign. Try and explain what this looks like in the grassroots communities around the country all the way to the professional level.
Yeah, Mike, I think it starts first and foremost with each of our stakeholders, whether you're a club, a coach, a parent, a player. It starts with setting a tone. It starts with setting a culture. And really setting realistic expectations, understanding that COVID is a virus, is going to be with us for an unknown amount of time. The guidelines are very basic and fundamental. What Play On has really created is a single voice and something that all of us can point to as a safe and responsible way that our kids can develop, continue to play the sport, can come together in a very responsible way under the guidance of local, state, and national guidelines that really can be one that highlights our sport across the country and in the world. And Play On has demonstrated, I think, over the last 2 months, a very consistent message, and that hasn't changed.
Dr. George Champus, Chief Medical Officer for U.S. Soccer, thank you for not only your time now, but also the work you and healthcare heroes around the country have done over the past months.
Welcome back to UC Davis Health Halftime Show. And as we look around the league, let's get some news and notes. Of course, a big milestone, Cameron Iwasa has been the conversation around the league, getting number 50. But really great news for the USL in general. Media rights with Sirius XM, and now getting some coverage in the Caribbean, Kevin.
Perfect. Expand the game. And also, speaking of 50, look at Mr. Evan Newton getting his 50th regular season shutout.
Yeah, they did on the exact same night. So the former teammates here at Sacramento, and of course, Evan finding quite a place at home in Indiana. Let's go to our standings, and they're brought to you by Honda, and the resulted in for Reno, taking down San Diego 3-1 tonight, and Sacramento currently 3 points behind as they trail Portland. But this is if they would stand. So Portland currently has 0 points on the year, but they have the lead right now. So this is as if it would end like this tonight.
Yeah, it'd be a big game here for Sacramento to keep this within striking distance between Reno. It seems to be a separation between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but still big game here for Sacramento to come back in the second half.
Yeah, the only 2 losses for Reno on the year against Sacramento, so they've got to continue to keep pace. Here is scores around the league, and coming up next Wednesday, so a full slate. This is going to be it for Sacramento for quite some time, but the Timbers 2 Galaxy match, that could have implications as Galaxy are still trying to fight their way into that Group B, which is one of the toughest in the entire USL. And for a club that's had a big win from its parents' club, they are hoping to get that 2 side as well. We're going to have your highlights, your stats, and some second half thoughts for Kevin Goldthwait on how this team can pull out 3 points as they trail by a goal here at home. It's the Timbers 2-1, Republic nothing.
This is the look of a 12-year-old cancer survivor. A boy who spent a quarter of his life fighting to get a chance at the rest. A boy whose cancer took his knee, but we gave him back the use of his leg. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health offers primary care and specialty care across 17 convenient locations. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
We're proud to see our community helping in ways big and small. At SMUD, we're working hard too, helping with payment options, making it easier to qualify for our energy assistance rate, providing online tools and tips to help you lower your bill, and focusing on essential services to help keep rates low. As your community-owned, not-for-profit electric service, we're here to help, now more than ever. SMUD, powering forward together.
Ask anyone. NorCal families count on Honda for safety and reliability, especially in challenging times like these. That's why Honda Parts and Service is open for business now, and we're staying open with special safety precautions in place to help keep your Honda ready to go. Because while we know it's important to stay at home as much as possible these days, it's good to know you have a car your family can depend on. We're here to make sure your Honda is ready when you need it.
Back at the break here in Sacramento, Kevin Goldthwait, Rob McAllister with you. Lasher Elk Grove Subaru is bringing us our stats, but how about this? Let's get to our halftime highlights first, and that's powered by SMUD. Timbers 2, Sacramento early on. Sacramento with a couple of really good looks. They put the pressure on, and there was a chances there, Kevin. Just need to find some frame.
Yeah, fine frame here, but still good opportunity. I think Sacramento did a really wonderful job in the final third with possession and patience. Did not do great on what we needed them to do, which is find target. We saw Roro just miss that there, and then Portland did have a couple good chances here. Hayden Sargis does a great job defending here against Gonzalez. An even better save from Rafa Diaz, making sure that near post is taken care of. Rafa Diaz is.
And then the 23rd minute, and Jorge Gonzalez, the man we said to keep an eye on, and this youngster just spinning away from Sargis. A wonderful strike.
Wonderful strike. Yeah, to feel the pressure coming from Sargis and be able to spin off of it, take a touch, get your head up, and smash it far post like he did. Great take, great move, and still Sacramento kept fighting, kept pushing forward. Good job here from Formello finding that far post. Ball nodded right back down to Kamawasa inside the 6, and a wonderful save by Hunter Sulte. Kamawasa does find target there, just a great save.
41st, another opportunity for Portland as they would send this out wide. Hansen trying to make something happen again, coming back, and another great save coming from Rafa Diaz. 2 on the night so far.
Really, really good save by Diaz, finding himself in a good position. He makes a good save.
And here is our stats at the half, brought to you by last year Elk Grove Subaru. And possession, I don't think we've seen close to 6% all year from Sacramento. That's not the problem tonight. It's got to convert that in that final third, that final touch you always talk about, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, possession, we have not seen this sort of numbers here this season yet so far for Sacramento. So good to see that and see him possessing the ball in the final third. But again, we talked earlier about shots and shots on target specifically. Down below that 30% mark, which is not a good place to be. So second half here, plenty of opportunity for Sacramento to come out here, perform well, keep doing what they're doing. It's that final pass, that final move, that final movement. Make it crisp.
Let's see what's coming up, shall we, for Sacramento. It's brought to you by Western Health Advantage. And you've got 14 days off after this. You'll head up to Portland. You'll host Reno, host Tacoma, and you're getting really toward the end of the season here. But this is a time where every game still counts. This isn't in the bag just because you're up, 6 to 8 points on the players right behind you in the standings.
Yeah, really, 14 days off too. I mean, there's no reason to come out here. It's kind of a hot, muggy night. No reason to leave anything in the tank. So come out here today, final 45 minutes. Again, I'll say this again, Rob. It's don't change too much. There may be a change or two here in the lineup, but I think the energy was there, and let's keep it up for the next 45 minutes and continue to possess the ball in the final third and make your crisp, sharp movements.
Yeah, we'll try to get word on what happened, but Tomas Hilliard Arce comes out of the match, and it's Matt Mahoney to come into this here at the break. So, there is 5 substitutions for each team, and we'll see whether or not we're going to have a change from Portland. Doesn't look like at the moment, but you do have Matt Mahoney now playing along Hayden Sargis.
Yeah, we saw him warming up Matt Mahoney at halftime, so we'll take a look to see what's happening to Tomas Hilliard Arce. I thought he looked pretty strong. I don't think it's a tactical move. Hopefully it's nothing major injury-wise.
And we don't see him on sideline either, so he might be. He is down the sideline next to the coaching staff, so not quite sure if there. We do get word, and of course with the COVID and all the various restrictions now upon us, it's a little bit harder to get information down in the field, but there he is. Matt Mahoney, who had a really nice match as he came in earlier a couple weeks ago, and then he got the red card after 2 cautions against Portland, but Briggs loved what he can do on the pitch here. This time not playing the right back, but here at the center back position, but a very versatile player for this club.
I mean, he served a wonderful ball in the box up in Portland against Portland, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, a guy that comes in, I don't think you're really missing too much here. I mean, quality player for quality player coming in.
So with the substitution, still 4 more for Mark Briggs aside. For T2, they still have all 5. But as the visitors that have the lead here at the break, they lead 1-0. And for a team that has struggled mightily all year long, 0-6, that starting match, 6-1 defeat against Phoenix. Seemed like it was going to be a rough year for the Timbers too, but the youngsters feeling a bit confident, added some pieces to that back line. And one of the top teams in Group A, it is the Timbers who have the early lead here at the break.
Don't mind that ball from Mahoney, driven well. Needs to be a 35-yard ball, not a 39-yard ball.
And you're right, you talked about that service he had into Kamawasa that ended up being an own goal, but essentially Matt Mahoney should have the assist on that.
That was a wonderful ball put in the box right on. Right on Kamawasa's head, pretty much the only position or place that Kamawasa is going to be able to get a look on it. Sails just over one of remember what Portland defender it was, but a wonderful ball in the box.
Here comes the pressure from Sacramento. It's Cam coming all the way back to Sulte. Sulte's going to need to get this away quickly. It'll be easy plate here for Holland. As they say that, it goes off his shoulder.
I just think he's caught between two minds right there, between a header and bring it down with his chest, and almost selects the in-between off the shoulder.
So you look at Tacoma there, you know, there was a bit of a rough start in that second half, and Briggs said he wasn't happy with it, but overall, you know, didn't want to harp on the guys too much because of the week that they had there, the weather they were playing in. And what is the fix for that? Is this a mental thing? Is this something that you maybe come out earlier and warm up before you take the field again?
You're probably doing something a little bit different with your, you know, your trainer, your physical, your strength coach, Luke Raynald down below. We saw him maybe probably doing a little bit different, little tweak in terms of what sort of lead up the, you know, the minute or two before the ball. Coming up towards him, so hard and difficult for Cam to bring that on target, but still.
So Cameron Iwasa with a really good look and a great ball served in. We've been saying this a lot tonight, though, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, we've been broken records in terms of talking about good services in the box. But those are the moments, Rob, right? I mean, that game, the first 2 minutes into the second half, turns this game on its head. You got Portland coming out after feeling pretty good about themselves, and you get a goal quickly. I think that changes the dynamic of this game substantially. If you can find target and put the ball in the back of the net, keep putting pressure on this keeper. I think Sulte's suspect with his feet out of the back. Keep putting pressure on him, make it difficult for him. Don't give him anything easy.
Still a youngster at 18 years of age, so.
Yeah, decision making.
Republic, Cameron Iwasa with 22 shots into this match, and 3 more tonight. 25 leading the team, and 2 goals on the season. A PK that he had against Reno, the game winner, and his 50th goal against Tacoma last week. Also now 101 starts in the Sacramento Republic uniform. Not bad for the group just down the road here. This ball's weighted up over the top. Looking for Iwasa was Roro there. Sulte able to play it comfortably.
Good run, good ball. It's a little bit heavy right there. Don't mind that whatsoever. Still like seeing Sacramento being aggressive, attacking. You see that run from Cam Iwasa, how crisp and sharp that looked. That's what I want to see from these guys.
Cam's had success against this team too. He's scored 3 times. Could easily beat 4 or 5, even 6 after what we've seen tonight. Had his first career goal against T2 on April 2nd, 2015. This ball's coming from Asham Holland, sent away.
Good second ball. Well done by Rodrigo, picking that up.
Belmar looking to get this ball back. Roro goes down. Malloy able to keep up.
It's good work by Malloy, fighting.
Mahoney, so good moving forward. Roro's being pressured, pushed down from behind.
It's well done by Roro. Just feels the pressure, sees what's coming or knows what's coming, is able to take that contact, goes down. Good opportunity for Sacramento for a set piece here. Roro goes quick out here to Asham Holland.
Trialist, USL Team of the Week last week for his performance against Reno and Tacoma.
Good foot, good feet.
And so Asham Holland, his first time getting onto a Team of the Week in USL, just a trialist he came in. What's it do for a young guy's confidence to be able to be named one?
I think it builds confidence, exactly. I think it's just something, you know, you put hard work and effort in, it's good to be recognized. I mean, you know, it doesn't mean you're automatically going to be starting the next week or keep playing or doing whatever, but it is nice to get recognized and be called out for your good work. And I think he's played really, I mean, trialist. Coming in here, this is his first year, playing left back position he never has played before. I mean, all those things. Kudos to Asham Holland for coming in and being big part of this Sac Republic side.
That pops up on the arm. It'll be a handball, so Republic will set this up. And he was joined by Derek Formella, who had his second brace on the year. 4 goals on the season for Formella, both coming against Tacoma. Iwasa plays this one forward, moving is Skundrich. Skundrich trying to find a little bit of space, gets it off to the right to Belmar. Here's down with cleanup, bounces off the bar. Are you kidding? It comes right back.
Kidding me?
Skundrich can't convert, and Solte somehow able to escape as that ball does not go into the back of the net.
Oh my God, Solte, what an absolutely beautiful save by this guy. Just throws his left arm out and hopes for something. Makes himself big. Look at Skundrich, by the way. Great job spinning out, finding Belmar, gets himself back into the box, takes a deflection. Really good there by Skundrich to even get that ball on target. And look at this, just bounces. Man, Solte doesn't see that thing until probably about 2 feet in front of him. Gets his arm out off that upper corner of the bar. And fortunate for him, comes right back into his hands.
Could be 2-1 Sacramento, but it's not. It's 1-0 Portland, and a big reason for that is the 18-year-old out of Alaska, Hunter Solte.
So he made 2 absolute world-class saves today. Hunter Solte did.
Republic not able to catch a break.
This is where you got to take the positives out of this. Don't get frustrated for Sacramento. Know that these guys, you can break them down if you keep doing what you're doing, and that's moving the ball quickly. What I really liked about that play is that when Skundrich spun out and found Carlton Belmar, you see the pace that Carlton Belmar was getting onto that ball and served the ball in the box. It wasn't the best ball in the world, but again, you put it in a good position, takes a deflection, falls right to Drew Skundrich's feet. So a good build-up again, and good energy by Sacramento.
Belmar cutting, excuse me, McCrary cutting in. Belmar off to that right side. And a turnover for Sacramento. On the counter, here comes Epps. 25th overall pick by Philly 3 years ago. Epps looking to make a move. Roro's going to come back and defend.
All down by Rodrigo. Go.
Belmar continuing to run with pace. And broken up again as Stanley and Malloy have had their mark on number 9 all night. Ball played left by Formella. Here comes Bijev. Cam in front of him. Trailing is Skundrich. And look at Bijev looking to go to his right. Runs into a bit of trouble and has to come all the way back out to Ashapaulin. Nobody making runs here.
Just patience, good patience though.
And this ball is out of play. It will be Republic throw. Take a look at the virtual watch party and the reaction by that near goal just a moment ago. A couple thought that was going in, and then disappointing. So just see some of the lag
time.
the lag time on some of those.
Check everyone's internet bandwidth on that.
Time to upgrade. Ball moving. A little bit soft there, but able to earn his Carlos Aguiano. This year, unmistakably different for students and teachers. Join Sac Republic, SMUD, and Cal Expo with support from KQCA My 58 to donate to new school supplies to the Sacramento Children's Home on August 31st. For more information, all you have to do is go to calexpo.com. And if you want to help out, it's a great way to do it. Pressure still from Sacramento. Much sharper out of the gate here in the second half.
Yeah, sharper, good pressure. You see Briggs, he's barking orders right now, telling those guys to go, keep stepping.
Republic really frustrated that it seems that they can't be physical enough. They want to get out there and use their size and strength.
But use it wisely, though. You know what I mean, Rob? Like in that situation right there, Villegas, I think, does a great job of just making himself, puts the man between himself and the ball. So it's the only way to get through is going to be a foul. It's in the middle of the pitch. I think Sacramento, anytime Portland can slow and take the pace and the bite out of the game is going to benefit them, considering they're up 1 goal. I'd like to see a little bit more patience from Derek Formella in that situation. It's easier said than done, though. I've been in that situation many times, Rob, where you just want to run through the guy.
Well, if you're a bit frustrated, you've seen a couple, and this one goes off the face of Iwasa and nearly snuck in just a bit wide.
Oh, I thought it was in.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, I think he's suspect. Hunter Solti's suspect with the ball at his feet. And if I'm Mark Briggs and staff, I'm telling everybody, like, there's an opportunity to press. Go press, make it hard for the guy. Young goalkeeper, not the best distribution, not the best with his feet in my opinion. Make it difficult for him, don't give him anything. Really doesn't miss by much either.
Iwasa nearly looking at 3 goals. Skundrich almost looking at a goal tonight. But not the case, not able to break through yet. Epps skirt this one through. Good defending there by Hayden Sargis. Vegas back to left side. Blickstro. Blickstrow's turning around. He's looking for a teammate. He's going to find Malloy on that right back post, and it's easy enough for Rafa Diaz. May have gone over the line.
Go on. Get to Roro, go. Come on, Belmar.
Skundrich, a little bit of room. Horn still breaking it down. Here's Belmar now. Roro, lot of space. Clipping this one up over the top. Looking for Formella, well defended by Danzo.
Well done by Roro. Oh, really good job by Roro. He's picking the second ball.
Look at Mahoney, just working, and it pays off as Republic will retain possession.
There's a lot of positives here going on right now, Rob, the last 5 minutes for Sacramento. Keep it going.
They've been knocking on the door all night. Can they finally break through? Danzo selling out, able to get down low. Ash Apollon will play it with his head, finding Skundrich. Skundrich looking for McCrary now.
And this is a good example here. This is good patient play by Sacramento. Don't force it. You got plenty of numbers up forward. Second ball here.
Epps.
Got to be careful. We do have a lot of bodies forward, Rob. Counterattack. Something to think about.
Good ball. You take that wondrous goal by Gonzalez, and so far that's really been the only look for Portland. Here comes Formella now. Formella trying to find Bijev. Turnover just behind him, and Harold Hansen now going to go the other way, looking to break out someone to his right. Plays it to nobody, and will this get out of play in time?
Well done by Ash.
And Ash Apollon able to keep it in play. The athleticism of Apollon, he's so quick, still learning the position we talk about, but he's come to his own here, and it may be time to stop saying he's still learning the position. He's done it well, but mind you, it's still only 6 games.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think he's performed more than admirably here, and I agree, Rob. There's no reason to talk about it being a new position for him, because I think he's settled in very, very nicely for Sacramento.
Mahoney given space.
Move the ball quickly for Sacramento. 1 and 2 touch. Good entry pass here.
Breaking lines, Formella plays it off to Apollon. Apollon's going to serve this ball in. Hard driven ball in. Chance for Sacramento! Goal Republic! And it's Drew Skundrich with his second on the year. And Sacramento has tied this here in the 60th minute.
We talked about it. We felt that momentum. We felt the energy that Sacramento had the last 5 minutes. I knew this was coming. Just keep your foot on the gas. And keep making runs and keep doing the things right. Keep moving the ball quickly. Get a good look here. A great entry pass from Mahoney. And I love this little ball by Formella. The overlap from Ash Apollon just serves a hard ball in the box. Takes a little deflection from Footy Donzo. And you make good positive runs and you put the ball in a good position. Things like that happen. Great job by Skundrich to adjust his feet too. Well done. It was wonderful finish by Drew Skundrich. You've got an 1/8 of a second to make that move. To get your feet right underneath your body. Great job by Skundrich. And all it is a little tap, but I tell you what, that's a great piece of skill and a great reaction play by Drew Skundrich right there to get the goal. And well-deserved, by the way. Well-deserved for Sacramento to get this goal.
Solti, 2 big saves tonight. Could not make a third one there. And now Sacramento is starting to feel a little bit the momentum as the foul coming against Carlton Belmar. So
his timing looks just a little bit off, Rob. You still want him running at people, but
still 4 substitutions for Mark Briggs, 5 for the Timbers too, even though there's only 4 outfield positions in that final reserve side for, on the bench, I should say, for the Timbers too. Rafa, much better at his feet this year as well. He looks calm, only allowing 2 goals here in these 5 appearances. We knew he could put a good hand on it, stop shots, but his feet, something he needed to work on. It's been much better here in 2020. Asha Paulin looking to quickly find Cameron Wassa, who had a little bit of room in the middle of the park there. We'll join the next virtual watch party on Saturday, September 12th. Interact with other fans and have the chance to be featured on TV, as you just saw from the watch party. RSVP, SacRepublicFC.com. So Asha Paulin getting his first career assist with the Sacramento Republic on that ball driven hard into Drew Skundrich, who has his 2nd goal on the year. Drew scoring that game leading goal against Tulsa in the season opener way back in March. It would be tied late in that one for a 1-1 draw, coming away with just a single point before the break would occur. Back to Malloy. And now Portland trying to retain possession on their end here. So looking at it from the other side here now, Sacramento has been knocking on the door. They finally get through. For Portland here, your lead is just evaporated. What are you looking to do? What have you done well so far to this point?
I think right now, I mean, they definitely got woken up a bit. You know, there was 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes that Sacramento had the majority of the play. From the beginning of the second half, right? We had Cam Lawson in 2 minutes in the 47th minute, I believe, have a great opportunity to look on goal.
Moving forward, T2 looking to make something happen. Mahoney able to break it up. Stanley keeping this ball low, and McCrary will have nothing to do with it.
But not uncommon, in my opinion, in these situations where you get this goal in the 60th minute after being down a goal, and you start to feel a little bit happy and proud of yourself, and realize maybe, you know, we don't need to keep doing what we were doing. And then obviously on the other end of the pitch, yeah, Portland getting woken up a little bit.
Epps serves this ball in, a little bit danger for Sacramento. Rafa Diaz able to pluck it out of the air. There's a good look coming from Malloy. As that bounced around the box too many times for your comfort, Kevin.
Absolutely, that ball's going in the back of the net if it isn't for Rafa Diaz. Easy save for him to get to. But yeah, definitely a nervy moment.
Roro looking to break a line as Beachhead trying to get on the end of it.
But my point I'm trying to make is that I think it's really been this goal's woken up Portland, and Sacramento maybe are resting on their laurels a little bit, feeling good about themselves that they got that goal. But you got to realize that's off. You got to realize you got to keep doing what you were doing and keep that momentum, keep that energy going, Rob. Decent idea. Left foot let Sargis down a little bit, but I like the idea. You had Carlton Belmar on that right side, on that channel, making the run. First touch there by Gonzalez.
Elixir wasn't looking behind him there, and Hansen, and a grab by Formella. And Villegas again able to draw a foul.
Been unlucky there by Formella. I think the initial contact really is what drew the foul. Roro ditched the mats, huh?
We saw that happen in Tacoma as well. Then he was refitted maybe again with the straps coming loose. Skundrich. Couple Republic players getting up off the bench. We may have movement, some changes coming. for Mark Briggs' side. Sargent now going to move forward. Going to break this line, move all the way into Ash Apollon. Apollon again, left-footed strike, coming in, crashing Sacramento. Here's Skundrich one more time. He's got Bijev to the top. Is going to be Roro, and it's blocked by Max Orenstill.
What a ball by Ash Apollon, by the way. That's a really difficult ball to hit first time. And whips a great one in, and a great job by Skundrich. Picks up the second ball and finds Roro. And I like the strike from Rodrigo, too. Again, that's probably on target. We got a big chance.
And Sargis has to get back in a hurry as Gonzalez is sprinting toward Rafa Diaz. Going to take a shot, saved by Diaz. Second opportunity coming, and Diaz able to scoop it up one more time.
Again, well done by these two guys, Hayden Sargis and Rafa Diaz. Again, those situations as a defender, you want to take that far post away, make it pretty very obvious that the only opportunity the striker's going to have is the near post, and then the goalkeeper's got to trust that's going to happen. And if you could do that, then that save turns into a pretty routine save, and they've done it twice here tonight. Great job by both those guys, and really good job by Sargis tracking back and not initially just diving in.
Movement on the Portland bench as well here as both teams embark nearly on the 70th minute. Just one change so far. That was Matt Mahoney at the break. This ball is served in as Hansen does a really nice job to just concede what is a throw-in instead of what could have been a corner or worse. Formella trying to find Bijev.
A little earlier, Rob, I think. If that ball happens maybe a touch or two sooner, you got your players, your guys in the box are probably anticipating the ball being whipped in. After that second or third touch happens, you're assuming he's going to play it back and recycle.
To the top, Belmar.
Good patience.
Blow through again. Here's Iwasa! What a ball! Number 51 for Cam, and Sacramento takes the 2-1 advantage.
What a wonderful ball by Jordan McCreary. I think everyone here thinks he's going out wide to Carlton Belmar, but he just slips a sneaky one in. A wonderful run by Cam Iwasa on that back shoulder of Max Orenstill, I believe. And a great finish by Cam Iwasa, far post.
So 2-1 Republic after going down a goal.
But look at it. I think everyone's thinking Jordan, oh, he sees it right there. Sees the run. Him and Cam link up perfectly. Same page, great weight. First touch finish, lifted over Hunter Solti's leg. Get a look right here. This is a good look. Cam knows exactly where he is. Knows where the target is. You don't even see him. Notice it. He doesn't even look at the goal. He knows exactly where he is. So we get the watch party look here. Great finish by Cam Iwasa. Get someone down here for Sacramento.
Appears to be Bijev. And not quite sure what has happened, but the substitutions were likely coming anyway, so whether or not this was part of the, or this is going to be changing for Mark Briggs, it appears that they will step away at least to a hydration break after that goal. And so with that, we will have some substitutions. So it will be Sam Warner coming in for Villian Bijev, and the second substitution for Sacramento on the evening.
Good seeing Bijev up. Good shift today. Good run.
And so for Sam Warner, this is his 9th appearance in this 2020 season. But Villian Bijev, what a great week he had. Picking up 9 points, a goal and assist. And tonight, it didn't have a lot of opportunities either in the midfield, but did enough. And Sam Warner, what does he give you out here on this wing?
I think he's going to give you energy out here. Energy, go press, go step, and also going forward to goal. I think he gives you a good quality, makes good decisions in the final third, makes quick decisions.
Give that credit to Rodrigo Lopez for that turnover. Good defending. This ball trying to squeak through. Ash Apollon trying to find Cam Iwasa again. The resilience for the Republic, down a goal, had plenty of opportunities. Hunter Solte, a really good job coming up with a couple of big saves, and Sacramento didn't let up. They didn't let him get down.
Kept knocking on the door, man. That's a huge compliment, I think, for Sacramento. You got 2 really good chances in this game, maybe even 3 chances with Cam Iwasa's miss here early in the second half. To still have the ability to fight through and continue to play. And this is where I think if you're Mark Briggs, you want to keep your guys going, keep the energy high. It looks like they're enjoying themselves out there. Camos is just offside, coming back here. But keep the energy up. Keep it fun for the guys. Keep making them, have ability to go forward and get involved in the attack. Last 15, 20 minutes, albeit maybe minus a few minutes there. I think Sacramento's played very, very well.
Into the corner here, moving forward. Here's an opportunity. Ball sent in. Asha Paulin will be the only one in the neighborhood as Gonzalez made a move inside. Warner is going to send this upfield looking for Iwasa. And takes a high bounce. Going to be hard for Iwasa, but battling with Danzo.
You see Footy's strength right there. You're going against Kamawasa, who is one of the stronger players in the USL. Don't dwell on it there, Carlton.
And Danzo, one of those players that can really serve as a mentor to these younger guys, but a pretty good central defender in his day, also known as the Great Wall of Gambia when he played with Pa Maruka. And what a fun group that was. And I know you were part of those teams early on. Defensively, he's had a pretty good team in the 2011 year, didn't he?
We had a really good squad back four, really strong, good people too. I mean, Footy, one of my favorite teammates in my career. Just one of the nicest people. And I think it's a really good, smart get for Portland if you really want to start to develop these young guys. To have a guy like Footy back there who's been all over the world, here's an opportunity for
Warner moving forward, angling, did a little bit of contact coming.
Go down,
Hansen. And Warner just stays on his feet and not able to play back. And so it will be a corner kick instead as Danzo is down.
I mean, good for Sam for not going down, but I would have gone down, Rob. He draws just enough contact on the 6 after he had a bit of a deke. You can take a look right here. Good ball in. Plenty of space, acres of space for Sam to what might seem to have a strike right there.
Oh, yeah.
Got to go down.
Well, I mean, I think he was trying to stay on his feet because he saw Formella, maybe hoping to get a good look at it, but
I've seen Sam go down for a lot less than that.
This ball whipped in by Warner. Back heel coming for Sacramento, and it skirts through. And now Hansen bringing Carlton Belmar down, and there will be a no call.
Good ball in the box. Good runs again.
Looking to counter. He's going to switch the field here. Finding Epps. Just a little bit too soft in Roro. Maybe thought he had someone breaking forward. Still no substitutions made for Portland after 73 minutes. Typically, Mark Briggs wants to see Roro really just hanging out in the middle. There's a hard challenge coming in. We're going to see yellow against Malloy. But the one thing
has shown some skill there. Sorry, I think he put it through Malloy's legs, or maybe it might have been Hansen's legs. Hansen looks gassed, by the way. Look at this. Pulls it back. Oh, that's Epps. And Malloy's got no choice. Just a late tackle.
So another hydration break brought to you by Smud. But the one thing Rodrigo Lopez has been asked to do by Mark Briggs is not chase around the entire, pitch here. And we've seen him, though, come back defensively. He's really made a lot more of the runs. So he's probably maybe picking his spots a little bit more. Seems like he's ready to go. He's fully fit now. No more nagging injuries.
Yeah, I would agree. Fully fit for sure. But still, there's going to be opportunities and points in the match where he's going to need to chase. But I agree, use your energy wisely, and that's going forward and distributing the ball and spreading the field.
He's got a couple opportunities where he's forced a turnover as well. So another solid performance coming from Rodrigo Lopez. And just a quick recap of what has gone down. 23rd minute, let's go where it started all, and maybe one of the best goals we've seen from an opponent so far this year, Jorge Gonzalez.
A great turn. Takes a touch to his right foot. Take a look right here. Outside of the foot and just smashes this one with his right foot.
And then we go on to the 60th minute in Sacramento after getting several opportunities to finally score. It's Asha Paulin serving a beauty inside, and right there on his right foot goes Drew Skundrich. Now all of a sudden it's 1-1, different ball game an hour in.
Absolutely. I think Donzo right there has got a real opportunity to clear the ball. Just can't get his feet set and takes a bad swing at it. And then obviously the next play, 9 minutes later, love this little layoff right here. And this pass, a wonderful pass. First touch into Kamawasa. It's a great finish. Even better assist from Jordan McCreary.
And the Sacramento native picking up his 51st USL goal. So that moves him into 8th, maybe 7th now, I believe, on the all-time scoring list in USL championship history. He was tied at one point, so another standout performance for Cameron Wassa, who's had a really great career here in the city of Sacramento. Sargis, he saw Warner breaking, and now Sam Warner's going to be able to get to it in that corner. Being marked by Hansen, and Hansen's able to punch it out.
Looks like Footy Donzo's done. Those old legs, Rob. Probably cramping up out there. It's a hot, humid night here in Sacramento. Not typical for our summers.
And just did confirmation. So Cameron Wassa now alone in 8th place all time. And of course, the first substitution now coming as Donzo is out. It's Mitchell Ferguson, a 17-year-old who made his debut last season as a 16-year-old against El Paso, but has seen more minutes here in 2020 for this T2 side. Order online, pick up your SRFC swag curbside. Now offering that curbside pickup. All you do is go online and shop.sacrepublic.com. Ball loose in the midfield, or still trying to make something happen here for Portland, who was up a goal from this man, Gonzalez, and now has seen 2 answered by Sacramento. Look at Rodrigo Lopez. He's set up. You talked about having a week and a half off. Rodrigo Lopez taking that to heart here. He's giving it all he has, as he knows he's got a long break until these two sides meet again on September 2nd. Of course, Portland, MLS side, winning the MLS's back championship, and that means they will qualify for the 2021 CONCACAF Champions League, beating Orlando 2-1. Did you enjoy the MLS back tournament?
It was great. Loved the format. Unfortunately, you know, Dallas and Nashville couldn't make it. But fun format, fun games to watch.
I thought MLS did a really good job of really highlighting games, getting as many games. You could see them late. I thought that was really nice to see that, you know, unfortunately for the East Coast guys, it's a little later, but they're used to that. Yeah, I mean, for some of these late games, it was fun to be able to watch teams you typically would not see unless you have, you know, ESPN Plus or some of the MLS packages. And of course today, the season getting back underway. LAFC, LA Galaxy, what a match that was. LA Galaxy able to win 2-0. And Ethan Zubak, an LA Galaxy 2 former standout, getting his first professional goal in MLS. And that ball's chipped in the hand and not going to get his. Mac Oren still took that right up the forearm. And no call coming.
Long, hard thought there by the official. I think the whistle even went to his mouth for a second.
So you see Ethan Zubak get the goal today. And
first MLS goal, yeah, that's right, Ethan Zubak.
What do you say that does that say for some of these younger guys out here, especially even this Portland team? You know, like your Aguianas, your Calixtros, your Epps.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Ethan Zubak's not even the first guy to even think about, but it is another, you know, reinforcement, so to speak, of you know, you put the hard work in and you get an opportunity. And it also, in my opinion, the one thing that all these players should know is like how close you are to a very successful MLS career. You know, you play well in the USL, score some goals, or you know, don't let goals in, whatever your position is. You get an opportunity at the next level, and that opportunity isn't that far away. And it's just kind of crazy to think. Now, Ethan Zubak scoring goals in the El Tráfico against, you know, LAFC. What a special day for the guy.
I think he still owns the fastest goal, well, especially for an opponent here at Papa Murphy's Park. It was 40 seconds in.
I remember him. Yeah.
And it's good to see up on the sideline for the first time is Shannon Gomez maybe coming into this match along with Mario Panagos. So Shannon's been in the 18 for the last week. Has not appeared yet, though, and they likely want to get him about 10 to 15 minutes of play before they really start seeing him. At the 80-minute mark, he might just get that. Here's Hansen serving this ball in. Still a dangerous play and almost in for Portland as Calixtro was crashing near post.
Oh, and Calixtro's right in between the two center backs of Hayden Sargis and Mahoney, and you can see him talking right now about that. A great ball in, but he finds that crease, finds the seam. Calixtro does. Tough ball. I mean, ball's whipped in hard from Harold Hansen. Great ball in. It's a really tough angle there for Calixtro to try to put that on target, but still dangerous ball, dangerous situation for Sacramento.
Calixtro still looking for his first goal in this 2020 campaign. He had 6 a year ago. And here's the thing, Kevin. And we may see another booking coming. Asha Paulin studs up there. Bit dangerous in on Marcus Epps.
I think it looks worse than it is. I'm not sure how much Ash got it.
And substitutions coming for Sacramento. So Shannon Gomez making his first appearance since August of last year after he was sidelined after getting injured in that match against Orange County. So an entire year, Kevin, you've had some injuries. What an opportunity is for a young man to finally get back into a game. And he'll get back in after this set piece here by Portland. But all the hard work that goes into it, all the mental strength you have just to have to get through and say, I'll be back at some point. And a full year later, Shannon Gomez about to get his return here to Sacramento.
Yeah, a young guy, you know, I mean, second ACL really. So, I mean, the mental side of that is not something to be looked lightly upon, to be able to fight through those dark, dark days.
A lot of traffic being directed. A split wall here for Sacramento, really a one-man ball. This ball goes to the top to Malloy. Malloy will try to find space to his right, finding Aguiano. Aguiano serving this ball into the mix. Whistles coming as too many bodies flying around. And it looks like Jorge Gonzalez may have been the guilty party.
Yeah, good moment here in this match to get Shannon Gomez. Get him a bit of a run. You see some fans giving him a shout here, some people giving him a shout.
So Shannon Gomez from Trinidad and Tobago into this match. Such a positive young man, and he works so hard. We love seeing him out on the pitch. It's really great to see number 2 back on the pitch for the Republic.
I completely agree. Special moment here, and hopefully this is means a lot to Shannon Gomez for all the, like we talked, all the work that you put in, you know, with the training staff, away from the you know, your squad, your teammates. It's tough, man, and good to see him back. Good character on that guy.
And then Mario Panagos making his first appearance since the home opener where he started, and we're getting another look at that goal from Cameron Iwasa. And it's the second goal of the night, making it 2-1. But Panagos from Elk Grove, another academy player, started alongside Hayden Sargis in that first game against Tulsa. And there's been a lot of young players. We've seen Juju Chavez come in. We've seen Harigi get some opportunities. And now Mario back into this match after making 18.
Back in, that's right. They've seen a lot of guys from the academy over the years make their way all the way up. It's really cool, really special. I think kind of shows the talent that Sacramento has, which I think is kind of slept on a little bit across the country. But, you know, the Central Valley, there's been a lot of really good players that come out of here, and there's a lot of really good players that are young here in the Central Valley, specifically in and around Sacramento, part of the academy.
And another youngster, a 16-year-old out of Hillsboro, Oregon, Gerardo Duran, who scored the goal against Reno. He's the youngest to ever score in a Timbers uniform at age of 15 and a half. 16 years and 8 months, that's the exact date, sorry. So Duran into this match, and Jorge Gonzalez, who has the only goal for Portland tonight, out of this match. It appears that he's walking off, may have suffered some kind of injury.
Looks like he's cramping up.
So it's not over quite yet, Kevin. Still 5 minutes to go, just a 1-goal lead for Sacramento. What do you want to see from this Republic side?
Composure, kill this game out, show some savviness, when to go and when not to go, and when to take the sting out of the game. I think the best way to run these games out, Rob, is to possess the ball and have patience with the ball. And that doesn't necessarily mean take 3 or 4 touches every time you get the ball. It still means move the ball quickly, but don't force things. Be smart and create angles for your teammates when you can. What a ball.
The latest substitutions brought to you by Medic Ambulance.
Oh, so good, Rob.
Another ball. I mean,
this is Ash again. Ash caught between 2 minds. But that's the ball I could watch all day from Roro. Both feet, by the way.
Still got the mask on. Dink up over the top, but Pollen's got a little bit of an angle here. Gonna cut it
What
back.
a tackle.
Good defending by Hansen.
What a tackle. And he gets the goal kick off of it. Yeah, this is a break shot and everyone back in, get stuck. Come on, get your shoulders right. What a ball by Roro again to Ash.
Decent defending enough by Portland. Mahoney. Public have done such a good job of keeping possession tonight. It should be much easier to do so.
That's fine. That's fine there. Get him out.
Yeah, that's going to stay in.
It's a really good ball by Hayden Sargis just to get everyone get their shape.
Collision in the open field. No whistle coming. Portland trying to find some answers, but they're out. Jorge Gonzalez now, who was replaced by Durant. To the middle, Hansen, back to goal. And the right back playing centrally now. Here's Epps out wide. Back to Malloy. He's been active here this evening. Good job by Mario Penagos.
Great job by Penagos right there.
Formella is going to take one to the face, and so the foul will come in as he just tried to play that forward, trying to kill this clock off.
It's a great job. Penagos, doing the defensive work, not something that he really would be high on his skill set list, but does a wonderful job 1v1 defending, and then finds Formella. And Formella does a really good job of sensing the pressure, feeling the defender come off. Here's Mitchell Ferguson on his back and takes the contact, goes down and retains possession, and again, takes the speed and sting out of the game, which is what Sacramento wants to do here.
So Sacramento tied with Reno right now. If this score stands, they'll each have 18 points in Group A, but Reno right now with the advantage in the goal differential, as Reno is now +10. Sacramento, if this score holds, we go to +5. Here's Ash. What a good step this year. Battle coming from Hansen. Hansen able to win the challenge. Calixtro. Defended by Shannon Gomez. And for the knee injuries and all the things he's had to deal with, it's got to be difficult not to try to favor one leg over the other. Roro plays it right perfectly into space. Soft touch to Formello. Penagos does the same, trying to return it back to Roro.
Well done.
Penagos' energy here has been...
There you go, Roro. Well done.
And Roro's going to earn that one as he comes down.
Mitchell Ferguson again. The young defender. Whoa. What?
Not sure what happened there.
No idea what happened there.
Is that a foul on Roro?
He might have called offside on Roro. He might have been offside.
So all that for nothing. But here's Sam Warner, who has switched fields now that Penagos has come in. So Warner trying to get this into the corner, and Warner goes down. No whistle coming.
Get your shape, get your shoulders back, and get your shoulders right. Love to see Sam maybe take that ball into the corner and kill some more time, rather than go take on 2 players.
Sacramento still has 6 Group A matches remaining. And of course the rematch, or excuse me, the makeup game for Orange County. 4 home, 3 away after tonight. They'll play Portland 2 more times on this September 2nd on a Wednesday, and then the final matchup of the year here in Sacramento on October 3rd. 4 minutes of stoppage time coming, brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today, Rayleighs.com. No, 5 minutes, Kevin. Bit surprising.
Yeah, I mean, but these games with the 5 subs, how are you offside, guys? With all the substitutions that are happening, I mean, it's been at least 4 minutes, I think, almost every game that we've seen so far. So not surprising. Just needs a little bit more work for the lads tonight.
And for us. to the corner, playing it along that touch line. Still pressure coming. That's probably the hard part of this, but you still want to apply some pressure.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to sit back on your heels and allow Portland to come out wave after wave.
Hansen cutting in. Will miss strike from Shannon Gomez.
Well done. Good job by Ash and decent cover there by Shannon Gomez. Just enough. Makes it difficult for Hansen.
Join the Major League Soccer Insider List for exclusive access to insider content, latest news about the Real Yard Stadium. All you have to do is sign up at MLStosac.com. And for Portland, they will take on the Galaxy 2 at home on Wednesday, so a busy week for the Timbers too. But they do have the next 3 matches up at Providence Park. Into Apollo, turning away. Formella.
Well done. Patience.
Go away. What's going to be an opportunity for Roro! As Sam Warner played it right back into Rodrigo Lopez, and now he's going to get a talking to as he nearly collided with Hunter Solte.
Yeah,
but Sacramento not taking a break at all, Kev.
Yeah, and a quick restart here by Portland as they go. You get a look. Great job by Sam Warner. Not in the cross, right on the 6-yard box. Rodrigo Lopez, the quality he has, you expect a little bit better from there. But back he goes. Get your shoulders right. Find your spot.
This ball's placed in the corner by Ferguson.
Great ball. It's a little heavy. Every time these balls go out, Rob, this is a 20-second sort of run of the clock that these guys need to utilize.
I felt on that ball by Formella. It was one of those, no, okay. And then it doesn't really pan out, but almost would have been a stealing goal by Sacramento. Staying aggressive all the way through. You wanted a full shift here tonight. Did you get it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think even, really good character shown by the Republic. The guys going down a goal, come out in the second half. I think there's been some uncertainty with the way the guys have played in the second half, in my opinion, specifically against Tacoma in their 2 matches against Tacoma. But they came out in the second half and, from the get-go, created opportunities and ended up getting 2 goals to come up and ahead.
And there is the final whistle, and Sacramento will take the victory here 2-1 after down a goal at the break. And what a performance. Gonzalez gets one in the 23rd, Skundrich in the hour mark, and then Cameron Owasa, and he is our Hard Rock Casino moment of the match. And how about this? Number 31 picking up 51, but Jordan McCrary maybe getting all the credit here.
I love the way he receives that ball. Jordan McCrary does with his head up, and a wonderful way to pass right into stride for Cam Owasa. Cam doesn't even look at the goal. He senses the goal. He knows where the goal is. He's a striker. Good finish.
So Sacramento's Cameron Owasa gives the Sacramento Republic the victory. 2-1 over the Timbers 2, and more importantly, 3 points. And lockstep with Reno, the top of Group A. We'll have a post-game show coming up next. But on this Saturday night, it's the Republic who get the win.
We're proud to see our community helping in ways big and small. At SMUD, we're working hard too, helping with payment options, making it easier to qualify for our energy assistance rate, providing online tools and tips to help you lower your bill, and focusing on essential services to help keep rates low. As your community-owned, not-for-profit electric service, we're here to help, now more than ever. SMUD, powering forward together.
This is why we do these things. This is why we partner with great organizations like Electrify America, like Sac to Zero. It's awesome. There's no better way than doing it together.
Toyota's summer sales event is on now, and the open road is open again because the best deals of the year on new and certified used Toyotas are finally here. For the first time ever, get 0% APR financing for a full 5 years on Toyota certified used RAV4s and Camrys, including hybrids. Don't miss out because the best new cars make the best used cars. The time is now to hit the open road in your Toyota at the Toyota Summer Sales Event. Now open. Toyota.
A comeback victory for Sacramento Republic as they take this one 2-1. Let's get to our post-match highlights powered by SMUD early on. Sacramento showed some promise, showed some grit, some opportunity. However, it would be the Timbers 2 who would be able to strike first, moving to the 23rd minute, and Jorge Gonzalez, really the strike of the night.
Yeah, really well taken goal. Good spin off Hayden Sargent's header, takes his little outside of the foot with the right and smashes it past Rafa Diaz. Great turn. It's a great look right here.
So 1-0. The opponents feeling pretty good about themselves. We go to the break with the Republic down. Here's an opportunity now, building for Sacramento. Great ball in, and somehow does not find its way across the line. It remains 1-0. What a save by Salty.
What an unreal save right there. And a great job by Drew Skundrich. He's the one who plays the ball out wide. Now I don't want to harp on that. Plays it out, spins in, and gets himself involved.
Here's Sacramento in the 60th minute. Drew Skundrich not done working quite yet, would get the payoff. Game tied 1-1 hour in.
Yeah, good ball in by Ashapon. Did a great job the second half, Ash did, and a really good finish by Drew Skundrich. Quick thinking, quick feet.
And then coming the other way as Portland had a good run at Jorge Gonzalez, nearly going back up a goal, looking for a brace tonight. Sargent's getting back, Diaz with a nice save.
Diaz does a great job, shuts down all those angles. That's a difficult play to shut down those angles, in my opinion, for the goalkeeper, but Diaz does a great job again, keeping his team in the game.
Sacramento not got done yet. 69th minute, playing it back. Jordan McCrary, the assist of the evening, setting up Cameron Iwasa, number 2 for Sacramento on the night.
What an unbelievable finish by Cam Iwasa. An even better entry pass by Jordan McCrary.
That would be the game winner. 12 shots on the night, 5 on target. Percentage getting a little bit better. Getting better.
We're trending.
And Sacramento able to take this one in our full-time stats presented by Toyota. So Sacramento with the win, 3 points more importantly. And our Power Business Technology image of the match. And taking a look at this, it's the work rate and the hustle by Carlton Belmar.
Yeah. Great job by Belmar tonight. Love to see him running at defenders, and that's a good look at the strength of Carlton Belmar running at you. Be a scary guy to see running at you with the ball.
Well, the night here in Northern California as the Republic take this one against the Timbers 2. Mark Briggs and his side able to take down the visitors who came in a bit confident, hoping to get their first win. The Republic would shut that down, and they would come back, score 2 in the second half, and there is the victory. I want to thank our entire crew here on scene, our producer Abe Aponte. For Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Republic win. We'll see you back on September 2nd.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.